How do you expect your life to change if you never change for Allah? This is a question that every one of us needs to ask ourselves honestly. We all want our lives to get better. We want more happiness, more peace, more blessings, more success, and more answers to our prayers. But we often forget that real change starts with us. We want Allah to change our circumstances, but we don't want to change our relationship with Him. We want Allah to give us more, but we don't want to give Him more of our time, our attention, or our love. We want Allah to answer our du'as, but we don't want to answer His call to prayer. We want to see miracles, but we don't want to make the effort to be present with Allah, to show Him that we care, to show Him that we are willing to change for Him. The truth is, nothing in life changes unless you change. If you keep doing the same things, you will keep getting the same results. If you keep praying the same distracted Salah, rushing through it, thinking about everything except Allah, how can you expect your heart to feel different? How can you expect your life to feel different? If you want your life to change, you have to start with your heart. You have to start with your intention. You have to start with your relationship with Allah. Being intentional with Allah is the key to real change. When you stand before Allah in Salah, are you really there? Or is your body there, but your mind is somewhere else? Are you just going through the motions? Or are you pouring your heart out to the one who created you, who loves you, who is always there for you? If you struggle with focus in your Salah, if you find it hard to have khushu', that deep sense of humility, presence, and connection, you are not alone. So many people struggle with this, even those who love Allah deeply. And if you have ADHD or find it hard to concentrate, it can feel even more challenging. But there is hope. There are ways to bring your heart back to Allah, to make your Salah meaningful, powerful, and transformative. Before you start your prayer, set a powerful intention. Don't just say, I'm going to pray. Say, I'm going to pray the best dhuhr I've ever prayed. I'm going to pray the best asr I've ever prayed. I'm going to pray the best maghrib I've ever prayed. Say it with conviction. Say it with hope. Say it with the belief that this prayer can be different, that this prayer can be the one that changes everything. Why does this work? Because your brain is always listening. When you set a strong intention, your brain registers it as a belief. And here's the amazing part. When your actions don't match your beliefs, your brain feels uncomfortable. It experiences what psychologists call cognitive dissonance. Your brain wants your actions to match your beliefs, so it starts to pay more attention. It starts to notice what you're doing right, and it tries to improve it. It notices what you're doing wrong, and it tries to correct it. This is why people who wake up and say, I'm going to have the best day today, often do. Their brains start looking for evidence to prove that statement true. A smile from a stranger, a beautiful sky, a delicious meal. Suddenly, all these small blessings stand out. Their brains filter out the negativity and focus on the good. That's why people who are happier aren't necessarily living better lives. They've just trained their brains to see the glass half full. You can do the same with your Salah. You can train your brain to look for the beauty, the peace, the connection, the meaning in your prayer. Another powerful way to increase your focus in Salah is to change things up. Don't let your prayer become a mindless routine. Read different surahs, add new du'as, change your pace, stand a little longer in sujood. Whisper your du'as from the depths of your heart. Neuroscience tells us that even babies as young as 6 months old pay more attention when something is new or unexpected. Researchers have shown that when a baby sees a ball roll behind a wall and come out the other side, they quickly lose interest because that's what's supposed to happen. But if the ball doesn't come out, the baby stares longer, waiting, paying more attention because something unexpected happened. Your brain works the same way. If you never change up your Salah, it becomes like tying your shoes, automatic, thoughtless, routine. Your brain checks out. But when you introduce something new, your brain wakes up, your heart pays attention, your soul comes alive. Imagine if every salah was a new beginning. Imagine if every time you stood before Allah, you felt the weight and beauty of that moment. Imagine if you prayed as if it was your last prayer, as if you were standing before Allah for the very first time. This is not just about focus. This is about love. This is about longing. This is about showing Allah that you care, that you want to be close to Him, that you are willing to change for Him. Don't let your salah become a habit without heart. Don't let your relationship with Allah become distant. You have the power to change. You have the ability to bring your heart back to Allah no matter how many times you've drifted away, no matter how many times you slipped. If you want your life to change, let your salah change first. Be intentional, be present, be real with Allah, and watch how your life transforms one prayer at a time. You might think that your struggles with focus or your inability to have khushu' make you a bad Muslim, but that's not true. The fact that you care, the fact that you want to improve, the fact that you keep trying, this is what matters to Allah. Every time you bring your mind back to your prayer, every time you fight the distractions, every time you make an effort to be present, you're being rewarded. You're growing. You're getting closer to Allah, even if it doesn't always feel that way. Sometimes we think that khushu' is something that just happens, that it's a gift that some people have and others don't. But khushu' is something you build, step by step, prayer by prayer, intention by intention. It's a journey, not a destination. It's about showing up again and again, even when it's hard. It's about being honest with Allah, telling Him your struggles, asking Him for help, and trusting that He hears you, that He sees your efforts, and that He loves you for trying. If you have ADHD or any other challenge that makes it hard to focus, know that Allah understands. He knows your struggles. He knows your heart. He knows how hard you are trying. And He rewards you for every effort, every intention, every moment of presence, no matter how brief. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't judge yourself harshly. Just keep coming back to Allah again and again with sincerity, with hope, with love. Your salah is your lifeline. It's your anchor. It's your moment to reconnect with the one who loves you more than anyone else. It's your chance to pour out your heart, to seek forgiveness, to ask for help, to find peace. If your salah is empty, your heart will feel empty. If your salah is full of life, your heart will feel full of life. If you want your life to change, let your salah change first. Be intentional, be present, be real with Allah, and watch how your life transforms one prayer at a time. May Allah grant us all khushu' in our salah and make us among those whose hearts are alive in His remembrance.